One of the more complicated things that I get asked about, believe it or not, isn't the stock market. It's actually the emotional component of being a caregiver when it comes to dealing with a family member who is dealing with either an illness or a transition towards a long-term care facility. Most of us tend to think about the costs of long-term care or of caregiving in general in terms of the financial cost, what it might cost for somebody to come in and help out, or what it might cost for us to move, at least in Florence, to the Methodist Manor, the Presbyterian home, somewhere like that. It's easy to think about those financial components. What's really difficult, and what the professionals in that field would tell you, is there's a dramatic, unseen cost associated with that area of care, and that's the emotional side of things. So I want to share with you just 3 areas where I feel like we can be of help. First, before. If it's on your radar, long-term care for you or for a loved one, we can look at how might we be able to defray some of the costs of that using insurance. That's relatively routine. I've done that 3 times in the last 6 weeks, looked at options for how do we pay all or a portion of long-term care expenses, and how can we kind of take that concern off the board early, in some cases, in a couple of cases recently, before we're even retired. We've just kind of checked that box, one less thing to worry about. The second is what I'll call kind of that during phase. I am now evaluating my options. I actually worked with a spouse about moving their loved one into a long-term care facility here in Florence recently, and working through can I afford it? Can I feel like, and that might be the thing that you would normally think you want to call your advisors about. But another part of that during phase, and an area where we can help specifically because of our relationship with Raymond James, is we actually have access to a service that will come out, check your home for kind of the viability of stay at home, make suggestions on things that you can do to make your home kind of more safe and secure if you wanted to keep a loved one at home, or if you wanted to be able to stay, like many of our clients do, in your home for longer. We have a service that actually can come out and do that, or can help you and your family evaluate long-term care options. And then finally, kind of the after phase. Maybe you've come to a point where you've accepted, or somebody's already, and again, both of my grandmothers lived out at the Methodist Manor here for years and years and years. And so, and my dad spent time at both Bethany Baptist and the Presbyterian home here. And so I'm intimately familiar with all those facilities. Dealing with this may be something on the emotional side that we can help with because we've been here before. Much like I counsel clients who are going through a divorce or dealing with retirement. For most people, you hope if you ever go through it once, it's only once. In this case, it may be your first time dealing with any of these kind of caregiver issues. It's not our first time. All of our advisors have lots of experience, and we're here not just to talk about the money stuff. We don't want to just be your trusted financial advisor. We want to be your trusted advisor. So as you're working through, if that ever registers with you, whether you're trying to determine how not to put your children or your family members in the role of caregiver, or if you're a caregiver yourself, understand self-care is not selfish. It's incredibly important, and we're here to help. If we can ever be a resource for you, friends, family, colleagues, coworkers, please don't hesitate to reach out. And otherwise, I will see you soon.